Good morning, guys. Today's language arts lesson is going to continue with pronouns, but we're going to talk about pronouns and reference. So here we go. All right, guys, let's talk about the rules of pronouns and reference. Rule number 1, a referent or antecedent is the noun or nouns to which a pronoun refers. And if you remember our definition yesterday of a pronoun is a word that takes the place of one or more nouns and the words that describe the noun. So like instead of saying Miss Thompson, you would say she. Or instead of saying the students, you would say they. So Miss Thompson and the students would be the referents or the antecedents. All right, pronouns and reference rule number 2. Pronouns and reference must agree in number and gender. So number, they're talking about singular or plural. Gender, they're talking about female or male. All right, let's look at the examples on your language arts activity page 66 of pronouns and reference. First, let's look at a singular example, an example of using a singular pronoun and referent. Willa loves every book she reads. So the referent there would be Willa. And because there's only one Willa, and Willa is a girl, we use the pronoun she to replace Willa. Now let's look at the plural example. We know plural means more than one. Nicola and Corey recommend books they like. So the reference are Nicola, I think that's how you say that, Nicola and Corey. There's two of them, so that's plural. So you can't just say he or she, you have to say they. You replace Nicola and Corey with a plural pronoun, they. All right, let's look at part A on your activity page 66. The instructions say, draw one line under each pronoun and draw two lines under each referent. Number 1, Lainey loved The Search for Delicious and wished it were a movie. All right, so the first thing we have to do is find the pronoun. So when we look in that sentence, the pronoun I see is it. It is a pronoun. Now, what is it replacing? Lainey loved The Search for Delicious and wished it were a movie. We're not talking about Lainey. Lainey is not an it. Lainey would be a girl, so we would say she. We're talking about The Search for Delicious, which we can assume is a book, right? And because it's a thing, we replace it with it. It's just one thing. So we use the singular it. So on number 1, you would draw one line under it because it's the pronoun. You would draw two lines under the search for delicious because that is the referent. All right, and let's look at part B. The instructions say write the referent for each underlined pronoun. Number 11, the students were excited about the movie they were making. So you can see they is the pronoun that's underlined. So you know if it's they, are you looking for a noun that's singular or plural? They implies plural. So then we have to look at it and say, well, who was making the movie? They were making the movie. Who was making the movie? The students were making the movie. And because there's more than one student, students is plural. We add the S to the end of student to make it plural. Then that would be the reference. So on the line, you would write students. All right, guys, there is your lesson on pronouns and reference. If you have any questions, you know how to get in touch with me. You may now complete page 66 of your language arts activity pages for the week. Have a great day. Love you.